Do you remember how, as a child, you were told that you could achieve anything you put your mind to? We were all told to follow our dreams as children. So we ended up playing sports and doing activities that we felt like we wanted to do, that we felt like we could get good at. But many of us realized that these activities were too hard to become really, really good at. So many of us either did them less or we stopped completely. There are so many people that I know that have played instruments or played sports in the past that have stopped completely just because it's too hard, or there's just been too much pressure on them to perform and it's just ruined them. Many men have started gaming at some point in their lives. Many of them have quit these good activities and switched it for gaming. Many, if not all of us, have probably sunk hundreds, if not thousands of hours into games. Imagine if we used that time on the thing that was too hard. But the difficulty was not the only reason that we stopped doing these activities. It's because we wanted to fit in. A normal teenage boy nowadays plays video games, scrolls on social media for hours of the day, and watches adult content. We start doing these things because we don't want to be different. We don't want to be that weird kid, the one that doesn't do what everyone else is doing, the one that's not playing video games. So we play video games, even if we don't even really want to do it, because we just don't want to be made fun of and we want to fit in. So we try and fit into the normal group. We dumb ourselves down to be normal. But let me ask you this. What do you think the normal life looks like? Do you think the normal life is desirable? Because here is what a stereotypical normal life looks like. You do decently in school, get a job, find a partner, marry them, buy a house, have children, still be working the same job that you don't really enjoy, retire, have nothing to do when you retire, death. This is what life looks like stereotypically. And that's being optimistic if you're having a normal life. Because many men nowadays won't even get married in their lifetime. And depression rates are getting higher as well. It's becoming more and more normal for people to have depression or anxiety, with the depression rate in young people specifically rising around 50% in the past 20 years. Does normal sound good to you now? Because to me and many, many others, that sounds awful. And if you are watching this video, I suspect you and I are in the same boat. You too agree that the normal life is not a desirable life. It's a life of emptiness. It's a life of unfulfillment. So why would we want to be normal? Because we don't have to be. Because we are in control of our own lives. We can make changes to our lives. So we don't have to live this normal life where we will feel unmotivated and empty inside. The most enjoyable way to live your life is when you live a life where you improve yourself. Self-improvement is the way to a life of success and happiness. When we improve ourselves and start to see changes in our mental, physical health, our life becomes far more enjoyable because we're doing things that are making our lives better. So many people go through life sad, empty, depressed even, thinking that they can't change their circumstances. When in reality, everyone can change their circumstances. Everyone is capable of self-improvement. Even the people at the very top can still improve themselves. Every single person, no matter how high or low in the pyramid, can improve themselves. And in just a few months, you can live a life that is far different to the one that you were living a couple months ago. All it takes is the journey of self-improvement. But what do you think the normal person would think of a person on self-improvement? He's just trying to be different. Yes. Yes, we are. We don't want to be normal. Because a normal life is empty. It's unfulfilling. It's not what we want. We want more. We want to have a very good, loving life where we have a wife by our side that actually loves and cares about us. We have kids that are incredible, that are the light of our lives. We have a job and work that we love, that we can easily spend hours of the day doing because we actually enjoy it. Yes, we want a different life. We don't want normal. We are the people that are grinding away at our business. We are the people that are working every single day in the gym. We are the outliers. We are not normal. We are weird. Being weird is a good thing. We are unique. We are standing out from the crowd. We no longer want to live this empty, unfulfilling life because we know where that's got us. What do you think these people, the normal people, would say if they saw that we meditate, that we actually take time to learn and improve our mental health? They'd say, I wish I could do that, or what a waste of time. Meanwhile, they're spending hours of their day playing video games, scrolling on social media, and watching adult content even. And so many other ways they're just wasting their time, escaping pain. Yeah, we're wasting our time. You and I are not like this. We are weird. We're different. And this is a good thing. Why don't you want to play video games and scroll on your phone, man? Because the pain of complacency and inaction is far worse than any pain that discomfort can bring to us. So yes, I won't play video games or scroll social media because I know that that is not good for me. And I know that my mental health is more important than that. I'm not a psychologist, but I'm pretty sure that most people would benefit mentally and physically if they just improve themselves. I've never experienced depression or anything, so I can't say that I've had that feeling of having absolutely no motivation to even get out of bed. But if people who are feeling down just improve themselves, they would probably see a noticeable difference over a couple of weeks or months. Of course, psychology and therapy has its place, but I think people just put it on a psychologist's doorstep that they have to solve everything. But you have to take responsibility for your own mental health. And you can change your circumstances. It's not that hard to get ahead of 80 to 90% of people your age. All you have to do is do basic things. Effectively, all you have to do is not waste time on video games or social media, not do drugs or alcohol, or go to parties and stuff like this. Don't watch adult content and touch your willy. And get good sleep and eat properly. Those 5 things will literally change your mental health. It'll change your life. I'd say sleep there is the most important one. If you're picking one to do first, you need to get your sleep proper. Everything is worse when you have bad sleep. So get your sleep in check if you're choosing one to start with. But those 5 things altogether have drastically improved my mental health. And I know I haven't got success on YouTube yet, but that isn't what matters here. My physical and mental health has improved so much, also because I exercise as well regularly. Just doing those 6 things that I mentioned, that is how you get improved mental health. You don't need a therapist for everything. There are these things that you can do right now that will drastically improve your mental health. I did the NHS emotions test effectively, which I'll put in the description. Effectively, it gives you a number, a score for your anxiety and your depression rates out of like 24, I think it is. If you stick to like a couple of these things, you don't drink or you don't watch adult content or you just get good sleep, I would say that your score can probably half. So do the test today, take note of your score, and then in a couple of weeks of doing a couple of those habits, come back and do it again and see how much it is decreased. Because I think many of us are more than capable of halving it from just doing a couple of simple habits. If you want to learn more about quitting addictions, specifically with NoFap as well, I did a video on addictions not that long ago of why you can't quit them. So I'll put that in the cards right now. Should be up there, I think. Here or here, one of the two. And yeah, if also there was a ebook I put in the description of that video, which I'll also put in the description of this video, for how to quit adult content specifically, which I believe can make a real difference and can actually really help. All you need to be happy is to be healthy. So if you follow those habits through, you can achieve much greater happiness than you had before. It seems so simple, but it really is just that simple. Don't ever settle for a normal life. You aren't doomed. You can still change your life. You can still accomplish your dreams. All it takes is just a little bit of persistence and just following some decent habits that'll make you happier. Just all it takes is a little bit of change. Anyways, I love you all. Now stop consuming and go create.